Welcome to chapter 8. In this chapter, we will learn how to read the pigment labels, and this is something that most trainings don't cover, just because it's a lot more confusing when it comes to like how to read the pigment labels. But in my lip blush career, I find that this is probably one of the most important things in doing lip blush correctly is to not only understand the type of lip undertone, but you also need to understand the type of pigment that you're working with and what's in the pigment that you're working with. So it's really important to familiar yourself with a certain brand because that's going to be kind of like a lifelong journey because every brand is going to heal differently and every brand is going to work differently based on the lip undertone. And I do find that not until I kind of understood this aspect, the whole like pigment label. This was when I actually was able to succeed in my lip blushing in terms of like hitting the right color for that right lip undertone. All right, okay. So, first of all, when you're working with dark lips, any lip undertone that has a Fitzpatrick from 4 to 6, as we discussed earlier, please make sure not to have any black or blue ingredients in your pigment. Even when you're not neutralizing, you should not even have them in your color mix. And this is only applied for Fitzpatrick 4 to 6 skin tones, meaning that like Asian, Hispanic to like Black, African American type of skin tone, you should not have black or blue color in your pigment. But the question is like, how do you know if a color has black or blue, right? So for example, if I was to give you like this pigment bottle, this is the same one as on the slide here right now. So if you were to look at this, you're not gonna ever really guess if there's like, black or blue in it, right? But there's actually blue in this pigment. So the most important thing is to always look at the MSDS, which is the material safety data sheet of each pigment. The first pigment that is listed on the list is usually the predominate one, and then the second one, and so on. White is usually present as the first pigment color in most tattoo inks. And this is the reason why tattoo inks are more opaque than PMU pigments. That's why it's even better for us when we use for tattoo pigment for neutralization. So I'm gonna show you how to like pull up the MSDS sheet of the color. So I'm using the brand called World Famous Ink, and this is by far like my most favorite brand over the years. And I've been doing it since like 2016. And I tried a lot of pigment brands from Permablend and that goes with like all the sub brands within Permablend, like even Flo, Tina Davies, and so on. And then I also tried, what was that one called? The sub brand of Eternal Ink. Oh my gosh, I blanked out. Yeah, but anyways, and including some other like Russian ones like biotech and things like that. And I find that like for me to work like really effective and efficient like the way I'm doing right now, only World Famous Ink can like help me get there really. And this is like one of like the most important facts in my juicy lip technique is to use the right tools, meaning use the right needles, and then use the right pigments along with like analyzing the right lip undertone. Like honestly, analyzing the right lip undertone is really just a very small piece of the pie. The most important thing is really like the pigment brand and the needle types. So yeah, so ever since I switched to world famous ink and really understood how each of these like colors like work by pulling their material data sheet, I was able to target the lip undertone just like this, you know? So like and honestly, like I try to go into like, like other pigment brands and try to pull up their material data sheet. And it's just so hard because they only give you like a blanket ingredients of like the colors that could be in all of their colors. They don't really break down, okay, well, what carnation pink, for example, has like world famous ink, or Thailand sunset has. So like if you're looking at this orange, right? Like if anybody out of like the common mind, if you were to like use the like orange supposedly in PMU to like try to correct or try to neutralize the lip dark lip like Fitzpatrick 4 to 6, you would never guess that this orange has black in it had it not mentioned. You know what I mean? So like sometimes what I'm trying to say is that sometimes like certain colors may have like the ingredients in there that might not help you to target exactly what you need if that brand doesn't provide you the MSDS, So, yeah, so this orange is definitely not good for neutralizing or to even be used for any of the Fitzpatrick 4 to 6. Carnation pink, like this color, for example, this color is not good to be used again on any of the lips that has like the Fitzpatrick 4 to 6, even like Fitzpatrick 1 to 3, those like purplish pink lip. This one might not be good because they already have like purple in their lips and now there's black in the pigment. So that might not be good, right? But like this one, for example, if you just look at it, you wouldn't even know that it doesn't have like black or blue, right? But it has yellow. So like this color would be good for lips that are like a little bit purplish pink, right? Because it has yellow. It's gonna help to cancel that out. And again, this color is only good to be used on Fitzpatrick 1 to 3. Fitzpatrick 4 to 6, you really need a strong color. For example, kind of like this color. Yes, so this one doesn't have any black or blue, so that's good. And it has orange in it as like the second to the main colors. So this one would be a good one to use on like lips that has like a blue undertone that you want to brighten it. Same thing with this one, like these are the two reds, but they are a little bit different because like this red has a yellow in it. So this red called red hot chili pepper would have been good to use for lips that has like a purple dark melanin to it. Well, this one might be good for lips that has like that blue undertone. And all of these strong colors are suitable for Fitzpatrick from 4 to 6. So you definitely don't want to use this strong of a color on Fitzpatrick 1 to 3 skin type of lip, right? Because it's gonna really like they're gonna appear like they're red lips, okay? But if you were to use these colors on fits 4 to 6, they're just gonna look, like just pink, really, because of that strong melanin underneath the skin. This one, the koi orange, as it says orange is like the main one, and then yellow. So this one, obviously like a yellow orange, this would be good to like neutralize the purple lips, okay? So I'm going to show you how to pull that up. So let's see, if you just go to, like let's say Google, I'm just gonna use world famous ink. Okay, so right now I'm on World Famous Ink website. And if you go over here to the distributors and then legal SDS sheets, click on there. It's going to, hold on, why is it giving me store location? I want the SDS. Okay, here. So they used to have like an old portal where you can download all of their SDS sheet on each of the colors, but now I think they transitioned to like an online where you can like just search for the color. What I do is I just filter out the language. And then you can type in any of the colors. For example, Eileen. This is one of the most popular colors. So here it is. These two, the one that says CA and US, these are the new ones, I think. And the new ones, they don't mention the actual ingredient, like the colors that are involved in the making of that particular color. So if you just go over to view PDF, and then here it is. Like for example, Eileen, it has white, two types of red, and then the yellow. So this is the piece of information that you want to write down, right? And then what I do is I kind of get like a sticky note, or not sticky note, but like a little sticker, and then I put the ingredient onto the bottle. So that way each time when I'm grabbing certain colors, I would know what are like the colors that made up this color in here. So for example, this is red hot. It has red and orange. Whereas this one, for example, it's called koi orange. It has orange, yellow, white, and red. So I just put a sticker here and I wrote down the colors that are involved in the bottle. And then this one, for example, it's warm peach. It has white, yellow, red, 210, and red 269. It has blue. So I put blue and then I highlight it so that way, I know not to use this color on as a mix or anywhere on, like Fitzpatrick 4 to 6. So you can do something like this. And then what I did was I also made a list of all the colors that works for like lip blush. Later on, like in the modules, you'll have the colors. And then on the side, I put like all the colors that made up each color. So in case if the sticker comes off on the bottle, at least I still have like this list to go off of. So that's something that you can also do. I would highly recommend put like a sticker onto the bottle with like, the breakdown of what colors are in there. So that way every time you grab certain colors, you know what's in the bottle. If you want to know like the SDS of other other brands, then you can always like look it up that way too. I believe Permablend and like the sub brands of Permablend also have the breakdown of what colors are in each bottle. But some other brands they don't have that information. So yeah, so just do a little bit of your research, but so far I do think that World Famous ink is like the best lip blush pigment that I have ever tried. That really helped me to be super effective and super efficient with my procedures.